All right. Okay. It's Sunday, June 1st, 8:54 in the morning, a.m. No shit, sunny out. Anyways, Sunday, it's normally my day off, but since I had the whole week off because of a colitis flare, I noticed the walk yesterday really helped out, along with obviously the diet and whatnot, how I did yesterday. But I dropped from 40 milligrams prednisone yesterday to 30 today. So I'm on the downswing, and usually when you get on the downswing, it's real touchy as you go down. It depends. Like, I don't know, before when I used to go on the downswing, it was easy and it was done. But I'm feeling a little bit more bloated today, and like, not bloated. It's hard to explain. It's not really gas. It's just like swollen intestines or something. I don't know. It's not really like, but walk really helps out with that, like, immensely. Because when you're just sitting around doing nothing, your diseases run rampant. Like, it just, I don't know. I figured this out a long time ago, but the reason why I work out like a nut job all the time is because I feel so much better. It feels like it takes a lot of pressure off all my diseases. You know, you dump the pain-relieving endorphins, you get all your chemicals in your head, straightened out. Chemicals in your body straighten out. They all, even if they don't fully straighten out, they straighten out as good as they can. Like I said before, working out's one of the only things, if not the only thing, that I found out that anybody can do themselves that will try to turn your body in the right direction. Like, when you work out, exercise, and exercise with caution. Just do it, but don't do it too weak, thinking you're gonna, hurt your illnesses, but don't do it too hard where you could hurt your illnesses. Like I said, you got to find that balance, and I've been doing this for years and years, and figured out my balance, right? So, what my balance is probably not what your balance would be, so. But everybody can walk a mile. Everybody. Well, a mile walk is like a super easy thing to do, and is very unbelievably super healthy for your body. And it really, it like takes the pressure off your illnesses. It's hard to explain. You gotta try it out, and you can't just try it out once or twice or 3 times. You gotta do this shit for a couple months straight to really understand the benefits of it. And in fact, I would suggest doing it for a good year straight, without skipping, pending your illnesses, of course, to really understand how it affects and makes your body feel. You're built to do certain things in life, right? You have a brain to what? Learn, right? We're meant to learn stuff, right? Learn lessons, learn, learn anything that comes up in life, really, in your life specifically. And take those to heart as well, because what you learn is probably important for something, I'm guessing. It feels like it, right? Your body's like built for certain things, right? We have legs, and walking is like super essential, as is drinking water and going to the bathroom, right? We have reproductive stuff that is, again, something that we are designed to do. Reproduce, walk, eat, sleep, shit, drink water, learn stuff. There's a circle of stuff that your body was just specifically designed to do. And all this other crap that gets flooded in today's society is just crap. Go back to the basics on what your body was designed to do, right? And eat cleaner. Please eat cleaner. Like, you can notice the benefits of exercise, but you can really know the benefits of exercise when you eat clean. So anyways, I'll shut up and walk, because I need to walk. So I dropped down. I'm down to 30 milligrams of prednisone. I feel kind of as bloaty, like my stomach is just like as it was yesterday. So, and walking dramatically helps that. I took my 2 new New York strip steaks out of the fridge to let them warm up before I stick them on the grill. And I got my vegetables ready as well. So, alright. Alright. I'm probably gonna do a try. I'm gonna try to do another 30-minute. Try to do another 30-minute. Check the pressure of this damn thing. You want it snug but not tight. You want your fluid to flow underneath your watch band. If it's too tight, you're gonna fuck up all the fluid going to your fingers. So 9 o'clock on the money. Alright. Okay. Let's do this here. Start at 2.5 like I did before, and then I did last 5 minutes at 2.6. I'm feeling a little better now that I dropped down 10 milligrams prednisone. The higher you go in dosage of that prednisone, the shittier you feel. So, and seriously, 10 milligrams makes a huge difference. So, alright, it's kind of toasty in here. I'm just gonna, it's supposed to be hotter than hell today, but just gonna crack it just to get a little fresh air in. Okay, alright, still scramble brain, prednisone still giving me a prednisone brain. Indoor walk, I'm not using my polar again. I'm not doing anything that I want to. I need a hard lock on my, this is just a walk. Plain and simple, just an indoor walk. And we are walking. Alright, start at 2.5. I might try what I did last Tuesday. Go 2.5 for 10 minutes, 2.6 for 10 minutes, 2.7 for 10 minutes. But again, how do you feel before, during, and after everything? A rep, a set, an exercise, or the workout, and then life in general. Pay attention. Alright, 2.5. I wasn't going to walk today, but I need to. Makes you feel good. Ugh. I feel like a balloon. That's kind of the reason why I'm walking this. I need to get all this stuff in the right direction. Ugh, getting tight. I need to start doing my weights again because my upper body's starting to tighten up. This helps loosen it, but it's nothing like getting the blood and the lymph fluid really jacked up in your weights. 93 beats, 94 beats. Good. Quarter mile. Keep going. 6 minutes. $95 beats. Still 95 beats. 10 minutes, 2.6. Ninety 99 beats. 99 to 100 beats. Mile. Keep going. Four beats. Halfway done, 15 minutes to go. (103 to 105 beats). Three-quarters of a mile. Got about half a mile left-ish. Damn, this feels good. Minute and a half, 2.7. My normal speed. At the end, another 3-minute cool down, not 2 minute, 3 minute, because I'm doing a whole nother almost 10 minutes plus what's going on in my illness stuff right now too. You want to step it down, adjust everything. You never want to just halt anything. You always want to drop down, let your body acclimate as you go down. or even go up. Slowly go up. 20 minutes, 2.7. Almost missed it. This feels good. One mile, 0.937. So about 0.06 ahead or behind. He's always jumping the gun, aren't you? 109 beats. That's like usually wherever I am about this level, about this time, this speed. One mile. 6.5 minutes and 3-minute cool down. Oh, this feels good. Wish I could do all that stuff too. You gotta know your limit, especially when you're dealing with a current active issue. So. feel pretty good considering I woke up at 3 o'clock again. Bug eyes, motherfucker. You lay and toss and turn for half an hour, and then you reevaluate after half an hour, and you're still bug-eyed as shit. So then you wake up. Well, get up and start moving around. I did kind of take a couple of dozy naps about an hour or two ago. You know, where you're laying there and you're so tired you can't keep your eyes open, but it's only like a 10-minute blast. It's not a full nap or a sleep. Uh, 4 minutes, then 3-minute cool down. Supposed to be a smoker out today. It was supposed to be yesterday, but it barely got to 73, I think it was. With a cool wind. A cool Canadian smoky wind. You could smell it in the air. Can't really smell it yet, but it's hazy. It's still there. Three minutes. Pull all that fluid to your skeletal muscles. Once you get everything revved up, it goes where it needs to go. Which isn't staying here. Two minutes, then a 3-minute cool down. .250 miles, so a mile and a quarter. 1 minute left. This thing says 1.32. That'll drop down to 2. 2.1. Try to drop it by like 0.6 or something each. So 2.1. 30 minutes. 2.1. Step it. Don't ever just like stop. Ride this for 1 minute, then jump to 1.4. Damn, that feels good. Oh, get a good walk in. Amazing. Just makes you feel good the rest of the day. I mean, I still feel but that'll simmer down. 1.4. We'll go 1.5. So it's either 1.4 or 1.5 at 0.6 drop each. So we'll do. Oof. I gotta crack the window. It's getting toasty in here. You gotta keep your stuff moving. You can't just like take lots. Well, it's like in the hospital, right? Like, hold on a second. 0.8. I'll do 0.9. Like in the hospital, when you and anything done, any procedure done, and you're staying in there for a couple days to heal, you know, if it's something major. Even if it's nothing really major, nothing super serious, they'll still yell at you constantly. Get up and move, get up and move. Don't walk around, walk, 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 walk. I mean, the medical industry sucks, but I mean, at least they even know the benefits of walking too. You know, they tell you, yeah, go walk. So you go run around the nurse's station about 1,000 times. After I get this small bowel obstruction removed, and it literally fresh, still wide open, just stapled up. Like that morning, I'm running around the fucking the nurse's station, and we're done. In fact, I even recorded all that shit on this thing when I was doing it. So I got all the proof in the world. I was running around like a psychopath in the hospital around the nurse's station. Literally that next morning. No, it was, yeah, because I had the operation done at night, and then that morning I was running around like an idiot. That evening I was running around like an idiot. The next morning I was running around like an idiot. In fact, that night, in the middle of the night, at like 2 in the morning, I was running around like an idiot around the nurse's station. Literally, like every fucking like 3 or 4 hours, my ass was doing at least a mile or 2 miles, because the hospital I was in, it has the long hallway, this big nurse's station, and then a path around it, and then another hallway, another wing, and another long hallway, and then another big nurse station. You run around that nurse's station, and so you can kind of go all the way around this huge thing. So it was, I wanted to get the fuck out and run around the damn hospital itself, but not run, walk. I'm not a fan of running. Never run. You only run for 2 reasons. That's it, 2 reasons. And never for exercise. Running is for 1, running for your life. If you're getting chased, Someone's gonna run you down, whatever. The thing is, if your life's on the line, you fucking run like a motherfucker. And with all the walking and exercise you've been doing, you can run pretty quick, all right? Because all your shit's all nice and loose from constantly exercising. 2, playing with your kids. You obviously have to run and chase your kids and play with them. You know, that's just how playing with a kid works, right? You know, I'll play in baseball or whatever the hell you're doing, right? That's it. If you run for exercise, all you're going to do is fry your knees, your ankles, and your hips out. And if you have any type of illness, you're really going to fuck them up. That's why I do the trampoline. It's extremely low impact, but I can get a 45-minute jog in, so to speak. But I would definitely never recommend running. I don't know how many people I have met going to gyms over the years where have had a knee replaced, both knees replaced. Hell, this one dude had both his knees replaced, an ankle all repaired because he just shredded his ankle. His whole fucking ankle joint was all, his tendons and shit were all busted to fuck. And both his hips were even redone as well. And the dude was still running on a treadmill. And that was exactly the reason why his shit was all broke. It wasn't from his job because he was he wore a suit all day, right? So he wasn't like doing manual labor in any way, shape, or form. It was his dumb ass going to the gym after work, running like an idiot for like 4 or 5 miles every day. That, and I'm sure his gait and his whole walk and run was off if he shredded all that stuff like he did. That, or he's got bad genes for tendons, you know, like because you can have that. You know, there's a disease where your tendons aren't as tight, like they're loose, kind of like the people that have that really loose skin, you know. I can't remember the hell the name of that thing's called, but whatever. He could have had an issue with that, like, too. But again, why keep, really? I mean, do you really want to be in a wheelchair? Then you're not going to be able to work out at all. Get your ass on the treadmill and walk a mile or 2. You don't have to go crazy. You're doing it for health. Health. Not to lose weight or not to gain muscle. Those things go along with it, right? You will gain X amount of muscle doing weights. You will allergies and the smoke in here has been getting my throat. And you will lose weight as you do it. And even more so, muscle and weight. You'll lose weight and gain more muscle the better you eat as well, right? You get on a good diet, you exercise regularly for health, and, you know, muscle comes, and weight loss, you'll be surprised. Fat literally melts off your ass. If you stay consistent, give it 6 months, right? Everyone usually quits after a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Give it 6 months. That's it. Give it 6 months, and if you don't start seeing some kick-ass results, and you want to keep going because you're seeing these kick-ass results, then I don't know what to tell you. If you just want to, you know, quit and lay around eating bonbons, donuts, whatever the hell you like, go for it. It's your prerogative. It's not you'll die early. Let's just put it that way. What the hell else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Fuck. I don't know. With all the vegetables I've been eating, my INR was the blood thinness. My blood thinness was 2.5, which that's at the higher end. So my blood was thinner, and I did the PEMF device. I did a couple things that are not. A couple things happened that could have caused my ulcerative colitis flub up this time. But the INR is the worst part. Like, when my blood gets too thin, I have absolutely no control over my bowels bleeding, because it's when you're on warfarin, right? There's multiple kinds of blood thinners out there, and the original, most tried and true tested one is the warfarin, the rat poison. Rat poison sample number 42. That's what warfarin is. And then they have these other designer ones where you just take 1 pill a day and you don't have to test your thinness. Well, according to every blood doctor and every doctor I know of, I cannot get on one of those fancier new ones because, well, they're not super new. They've been out for a while now. But my blood issue is so bad to where I have to, the only thing I can take is the warfarin, because it's the most effective way of thinning your blood. Basically, you're bleeding in the inside of your damn body all the freaking time. I mean, that's what rat poison is. When you know, rat, and believe it or not, if you look up online, rats have actually gotten immunity to it now. So rats don't die from rat poison anymore. But rats, what happened was they'd eat the rat poison, the warfarin, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and they'd just basically OD on it. They'd eat too much, and all their insides would just start bleeding. Just everything would just bleed. They'd bleed out in their intestines, their liver, their heart, everything would just, you know, it's just horrible death. And that's kind of what's happening to me in a way, right? And I even got since I got the ulcerative colitis, I am 10 times more susceptible to bleed. And it's just like, it's such a fine line. Like, I literally have to like ride this fucking rail thin line to keep my warfarin between 1.9 and 2.5. What I'm supposed to be, what the medical people say I'm supposed to be at, my doctors, is 2.0 to 3.0. And above 3.0 regularly is like a super high, like you're at risk of fucking bleeding out, even a healthy person at 3.0. And believe it or not, mine shot up to like 4.2, 5.0 before. But who knows? The machines that test aren't like the best accurate, believe it or not, are just kind of junky. I've gone through a couple of them because they weren't accurate and they were fucking up. But I found out when I go to 2.5 and above, I am literally on like one breath away of just like blowing out of my ulcerative colitis. And I was up to 2.5 this last INR on Monday. So I went from 2.1 to 2.5, 2.1 to 2.5 again, because I tried dropping it as fast as I can, and it's hard to because there's a delay on warfarin. There's like a 2-day delay. So if you start eating like a lot of green vegetables with vitamin K in it, that inhibits the absorption of the warfarin, then you have to like eat it one day. You're not going to see really a difference in your INR until 2 or 3 days after you started eating the green vegetables that has a lot of vitamin K in it, and see your INR drop. That's why one of my doctors told me take 100 micrograms of vitamin K, go get a supplement, and take it daily. And then it doesn't spike up and down as far, and it works. It really does. Like, guy was a genius at figuring that out. And that's how I like doctors, is when they see trends, they pass those trends on to their patients, and they then these other patients can benefit from that. Well, the medical industry doesn't do that anymore. They do not. That's the one thing, the only benefit I loved about doctors in the past is they see the trends and then they would pass it on. Well, all the lawsuits and everything and malpractice crap, all these people suing for dumbass shit, totally ruined it. Now doctors don't even want anything to do with it, and most doctors, unless you've been with them for 15, 20 years, they even might still not even do it. So you don't get the lifetime experience of that doctor. That's what was the best part about doctors, in my opinion, right? If he sees a trend and it's a really good trend about something natural or a medicine or whatever, like the warfarin and the 100 microgram, you want to know that, right? Because it'll benefit your ass, and then you could narrow and dial in your shit a lot easier and better too. So I've been eating vegetables for 2 or 3 days now. So if I were to guess, I'm at maybe 2.3. I don't know. I also haven't been eating, and fats. Fats will thin you out really fast too. So I don't know if it interacts with the warfarin, like amplifies the warfarin effects, or fat in general, right? Because ulcerative colitis is an issue where you don't digest fats correctly, but you digest enough fats to thin your blood. So I noticed when I go on hard keto, because you're eating more fat, you're not eating all the garbage, basically. And you're digesting basically proteins and fats. And when you do that, my INR shoots up big time. So But then I'm taking the green stuff. See, it's like a boom, 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 boom every day. You know, constantly going through my mind. Where the fuck is my INR at? Because, you know, I mean, who the fuck wants to bleed to death, right? So, anyways, let me show you the walk, and I'll get out of your hair, and you can hopefully have a good Sunday. Again, I ended at 30 minutes. It's over 152 active calories, almost a mile and a half. So that's my mile walk on Sunday. So I'm hoping tomorrow, and when you drop off of prednisone too, for like ulcerative colitis and whatnot, when you drop off prednisone, the first day when you drop down, you're going to feel a little discomfort, maybe a little flubs and pops and booms and bangs in there. It's natural until you stabilize on that new dose. Usually on the second day, I pretty much stabilize out. And then on the third, I take one more day, a third day of it, and then I drop again. But I only drop by like 10 milligrams. But if I know that I'm having more of an issue, then I'll drop by 5 milligrams. Because I got the 10 milligram pills and snap them in half. And then... you know, then you can do a 5 milligram drop, and then it's easier on your system. But I don't like being on these fucking things that long, because prednisone also messes with your INR, my blood thinness. So constantly in like you know, am I gonna fucking die of my blood being too thin and me just dumping all my blood out my ass or what? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a constant like something grinding in my head like 24/7. You know what I mean? I mean, you see my back, I got ankylosing spondylitis, and people think, oh man, that must hurt. Oh god, you know, oh that's must be blah, 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 blah. I don't even think about my fucking back, to be honest. I think of this bastard, my damn bowels and my blood thinness. My blood disease and my bowel disease are way more on my mind than my back. I mean, my back's a little aching right now, but to be perfectly honest, it doesn't hold a candle to like the discomfort the rest of my body feels. But I just got off the treadmill, and I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. So I got to go take my next bento and throw my steaks on in half an hour. So you saw my walk. Let's just re-examine it there. 150 active calories, about a mile and a half. Sunday mile walk during a flare. First day coming down on prednisone to a 30 milligrams from 40 milligrams. And hoping this week I'm gonna do my walk tomorrow morning, and I may, I don't like working out too hard on warfarin or on prednisone, so I may just continue doing walks this next week, and then the week after when I basically get off of the prednisone, in the bento, I'm gonna start my weights up again really low. And if you're just starting working out, go low, go low, go low, start low. I was only curling with 10-pound weights for months before I even jumped up to 12 and 15 pounds. Start low. If you're ill, if you're sick, start low with weights. Start low with weights. You don't want to injure yourself. All you're doing is you want to get your body moving in the right direction. Eat clean, drink a lot of water. Tea is good every once in a while. And yeah, anyways, have a wonderful Sunday.